So you're probably asking yourself, how did Ohio become the 7th most corrupt state across the United States of America? And by the way, might I add that this was prior to the FBI investigation that shook the state of Ohio to its core, with Republicans at the helm. The story is very simple. It has, and it always will be, follow the money. Right now in the state of Ohio, you can become a politician. Simply open your hands, walk into either the Ohio Republican or the Democratic Party apparatus, agree to follow whatever agenda it is that they have for you, and suddenly you have funding to become a politician. Or you simply meet with the lobbying community, the special interests, the corporations, and the unions, and you get ready to march to the beat of their drum and their agenda. By the way, that agenda has absolutely nothing to do with the success of you, your business, or your family members. So you're probably asking yourself, how does something like this happen and why? The story has and always will be to follow the money. Let's take an example like Republican Governor Mike DeWine's daughter, Alice DeWine. Why would a county prosecutor's race receive over $300,000 from dark money interests? It's because there is an agenda to fulfill and things that do not include what's best for the people, their businesses, and their family. Let me explain to you how the lobbying community works, and it's very simple. Most of the public doesn't understand, but lobbyists are to represent their special interests. Perhaps their special interests end up being a corporation's needs that they're representing, or maybe they represent the unions. It is the lobbyist's job to find, to fund, and to prop up politicians who are guaranteed to prepare and vote on issues and legislation that benefits the special interests, the corporations, or the unions. Simply put, the more money that a politician receives from the special interests, the corporations, and the lobbying community, that equates to more access and more time that those interests receive. Ever tried to contact your politician or your representative? Realize that nobody returns your telephone calls? Bingo! It's because you're not funding their careers. Political access costs a lot of money. Let's give you a more recent example. With the COVID crisis, the Republican governor of Ohio, Mike DeWine, assigned a business advisory council to shape the policy that affected millions of Ohioans who will never recover from dangerous policy that was crammed down their throats. The interesting piece of his advisory panel is these were all his top donors. Top donors are who shaped the policy and who paid in excess of nearly $1 million to support Governor DeWine's candidacy. Wondering why the small business owner wasn't represented? The answer is simple. You didn't pay enough to get into the door or to have an opinion heard. The trail of money is simple. The corporations, the unions, the special interests, and the lobbyists, along with the mega donor community, not only fund the politicians, but they also fund the political party system of both the Republican and the Democrat apparatus. Let me ask you, who do you believe that the political apparatus and politicians are going to be loyal to? Will it be the people who are hurting, or will it be those who have funded the lifestyles that they currently live? This is why Patriots for Ohio was developed, to educate the public as to the seriousness of this problem and to actually do something about it. So how do we fix this? Well, we can start by making all political activities more transparent, including the financial mechanisms that fund both our political parties and our politicians. We can also eliminate environments that make it extremely comfortable for people to build political dynasties for themselves and for their families. We need to ensure an even playing field for those who wish to run for office for the right reasons. We need to stop the politically elite from being the only individuals who get to carry on corruption and agendas that don't benefit us from serving in office in the first place. And we need the public to be awake to what's going on and to be active in doing something about it. As an Ohioan and as a citizen of this great nation, are you willing to get involved with Patriots for Ohio to do something about what we're living through? The choice is yours.